Throwing potatoes, yeah!
Hello, Internet! Welcome back to Throwing Potatoes, the program that people seem to watch for some reason. Now, just in case you can't read the title of this video, today's top 10 list is... Top 10 reasons why we should stop being afraid of ghosts. As we all know, ghosts get a really bad rap. You can't go into a place that's haunted without people freaking out and worrying about their safety. I mean, you can't even watch a horror movie about ghosts without ghosts being the bad guys. Yes, horror movies like Ghost, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, and Call of Duty Ghosts have us all think that we should be afraid of ghosts, but ghosts aren't all that bad. Ghosts are cool. If you weren't afraid of them, you could make some really cool ghost friends. Then you could use your ghost friends to do stuff like play pranks on your buddies or rob banks. You shouldn't be afraid. I mean, what is there to fear but being killed by a ghost? Number 10! Everyone knows ghosts are weightless, meaning that they're probably made of pure energy since they have no physical form. Because they're made of energy, the colder it is, the slower they move. So the easiest way to outrun one of them, if one is chasing you, is to turn down a thermostat and make it really cold so they can't move as fast. Anything that can be defeated by an air conditioner isn't that scary at all. Number 9! Alright, let's assume you meet a bad ghost. The ghost of someone who has a tormented soul and only came back to Earth to haunt and kill. If that ghost tries to kill you and you make it out alive, you now have a great story to tell. So obviously your next move is going to be selling off the rights for someone to make a movie about you. In that movie, do you really want to be the person cowering in a corner that slows the whole group down? Do you want to be the person whose fear makes them act irrationally and puts the whole group in danger? Do you want to be the person who nobody likes but survives the movie anyways? Didn't think so. So, if you want to look cool in your movie, you have to stop being afraid of ghosts. Boom! Number 8! The ghost who keeps rolling a ball down the stairs, or causing a ball to roll around the floor with no reasonable explanation, isn't doing that to get your attention and let you know that the place is haunted. That ghost just wants to play catch. You were making that little ghost boy cry because nobody wanted to play catch with him for over 300 years! He just wants a friend! That's why he's stuck in purgatory, because nobody wants to play with him! Just play catch with him and let him spirit move on, you monster! Number 7! If you tell a ghost you can get them cast as an extra in Ghostbusters 3, they'll probably be grateful enough not to haunt you anymore. I mean, what kind of ghost doesn't want to work with Bill Murray? I mean, he's Bill freaking Murray! Sure, he's the bad guy in the Ghostbusters movies, at least if you're a ghost. But everyone loves a good villain, am I right? Of course I'm right. Why would I ever put this on the internet if I were wrong? Saying wrong things on a YouTube video is completely against everything YouTube stands for. Number 6! If Pac-Man taught us anything, it's that if you're being chased by ghosts, all you need to do is take specific types of pills and then you can just eat the ghosts. So, if a ghost tries to capture you, you just need to take a lot of drugs. I'd tell you what specific drug you needed, but unfortunately the game's graphics aren't good enough for me to tell what kind of drug it's supposed to be. So, if you want to be completely safe, bring all of your drugs. Take your drug bag, the place where you keep all of your legal and illegal drugs, and bring it with you. Then, if you see a ghost, take all of the drugs simultaneously, and then you should be able to eat the ghost and be completely safe. Wait, you don't keep all of your drugs in one bag just in case someone needs them? Fine, I guess I'll bring my own, Jimmy. Alright, Jimmy, meet me over at the abandoned antique factory. We're gonna go play Luigi's Mansion. Jimmy, 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 that's my name. And if you didn't catch that the first time, my name is Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy, 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 Jimmy. Number 5! Don't worry, That ghost following you around, carrying a knife, yelling that he's going to murder you and drag you down to hell with him, is probably just some crazy guy wearing a white bedsheet while carrying a knife, yelling that he's going to murder you and drag you down to hell with him. It's not a ghost, so there's nothing to be frightened about. Everything's gonna be okay. Number 4. If you can befriend the ghosts, you would be known as the guy who hangs out with ghosts. How cool would that be? Imagine how much money and fame you'd get. You'd have TV shows, movies, and endorsement deals. You'd have so much money, fame, and power you'd have no idea what to do with it. So, if you stop being afraid of ghosts, you'll become rich and famous. Guaranteed, or your money back. Call now! Number 3. Ghosts, for some reason, tend to be really old. They also tend to be really isolated from the outside world, since people tend to avoid places that are haunted. That means the ghost has no idea what has happened to the outside world ever since they died. So what does that mean? You can lie to them, of course! You can show the ghost all this new technology and say you invented it yourself, and they will probably believe you. Why wouldn't they? Who would lie to a ghost? So now, you're the only person they've ever talked to, and you are the creator of all this awesome technology that you made by yourself without anyone else's help. You would be their god. Or, if lying to a ghost isn't your style, and you're in a jam because they are trying to haunt you and you don't have any access to the thermostat, all you have to do is tell the ghost that women can vote and that a black person is president of the United States. They will either be in so much shock that they can't even move, or they'll be laughing for long enough that you can easily make your escape. Number 2. Just because someone's in purgatory, that doesn't make them evil. It just means that they have some unfinished business on this realm of existence. Maybe their soul isn't at rest because they didn't get to watch the season finale of Game of Thrones, and now they're trying to find a TV that's playing it before they move on to the next realm. Maybe the ghost broke some rules in heaven and being a ghost is part of its community service program. Maybe the ghost died inside a house with lead paint and spirits can't go through lead for some reason. You don't know. You never asked because you were too busy being afraid that the ghost was going to kill you. Speaking of ghosts that want to kill you, number 1! A ghost isn't going to kill you. Well, a smart ghost won't. Here's why. If a ghost were to murder you, you would then turn into a ghost, so you could get back at them immediately. They won't murder you because they don't want you to beat them up in the afterlife. If that ghost tries to kill you, and you turn into a ghost, then you can kill the ghost that just killed you and turn him into a double ghost. And trust me, nobody wants to be a double ghost. How do I know that? Do you know a double ghost? Are you just a ghost in a human costume? Now for those of you saying, hey, why would you assume I'd be a ghost? I'm satisfied with my life. I certainly don't have any unfinished business. Well, you just got murdered by a ghost, so clearly you'd be confused and your spirit would not rest until you figured out what happened. Plus, if you were paying attention earlier, you would know that spirits can't ascend through lead paint. How do I know all this stuff about ghosts? Why have you not answered my earlier questions about you being a ghost? Are you talking to yourself right now or the ghost that's controlling your body?
Stop talking so much, hypothetical audience member!
So even if a ghost does kill you, you're now a ghost. You can murder the ghost who murdered you, and you can do all kinds of ghosty things. You can travel all over the world and never have to pay anything. You can haunt people who were mean to you while you were still alive. You can take over the body of some guy you found lying in a ditch and make him start a YouTube channel. Being a ghost is great! I mean, it would be great, I think. I don't know. 'Cause like I said, I am not a ghost. Think about what you think a ghost is. And then think of the opposite of that. Did you think of me? Then you were right, because I am the dictionary definition of not a ghost. And that about wraps up our list. Thanks for watching, everybody. I've been your host, definitely not a ghost, Cody. And always remember that ghosts are really cool, and you should definitely hang out with some, because I think they're great. Also, stop asking me questions about ghosts, because I'm definitely not a ghost, and the fact that you keep asking me questions makes me think that you believe that I am a ghost, which I am definitely not. You believe me, Derek, right? Yeah, see, Derek believes me. And if there's a face that means trustworthiness, it's definitely Derek. Alright, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Arrivederci!